So, working on some graphics here for the stream. This one we're working on here is a little animation that will come up whenever I hit a button on the Stream Deck. So Sneakers pops her little head up, and a speech bubble comes up and says Amazon Prime, blah 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 blah, and then she slides back out of frame. So to see that in action, let's trigger the button. And that's what we should get. There we go. And then she goes away. So we've been working on our alerts one by one and trying to get it so that they are cleaner looking. Let me show you what the kitty treats thing looks like now. When we trigger it, it kicks the kitty treats off. Let's fire up StreamerBot. Actually, that won't work. StreamerBot won't work. I can just show you the animation, I guess. So there we are. That's the treat time one. Oh, what the hell? Come on, Premiere. Stop being stupid. We're gonna save that one. We're gonna close it. I've been trying to. Here we go. I'll bring up treat time real quick. So this is treat time, and it overlays over the active frame. So we get Milky popping in frame. Sneakers comes up, which would typically be above my head. And then Boots and Maggie come in, and then the Temptations thing come up. There we go. People love that. They love that animation and that alert. So we'll close that one. So that's one of the ones I've been working on. I've been working on Maggie Peeks Down. I don't remember how far I got with this one. Let's take a look and see what we got. Ooh, get rid of that bright ass green screen. Bye. So we have that. We have one where Maggie peeks, which is kind of cute. Who doesn't love a cute little kitty? The majority of my stream viewers love the cats. They love watching the kitties just pop in and do their thing. They do. On my Twitch channel, you can cash in your kitty treats and feed the kitties. Okay. So there is that. People love doing that shit. Okay, so that's the Maggie peeking up. I kind of wanted to do one similar where, let me think here. What did I do with the sequence properties on this? I don't remember what I did with the sequence. That's full screen? Oh man, I don't need full screen. That's a big image. We only need like 250, 270 pixels if it's going to be on the bottom. Let's shrink this thing down now and save ourselves a lot of trouble later. 270 pixels tall. And that should, of course, that's going to re-render our previews. That's fine. I don't care. We may need to change the vertical position of these. Where did my Magsy Wags go? I lost my Magsy Wags. Okay, so if it's 1920 wide, then around 900 should be right about in the middle. We should be able to raise and lower this until we see Magsy. What the hell? We're missing Magsy. Alright, let's Control Z this stuff. Why am I not seeing her? Alright, we may have to just start from scratch. Sequence settings. I really don't need that full size. 270 is just peachy. And we definitely want 30 frames a second. We're good. Let's take Magsy and drop her in frame. Stretch her out when she's big. There's our mags. Okay. So the green screen, no longer need. Let's take and shrink the size down just a wee bit. We want her to be right about in there. And this is her vertical position. Would she look cool coming in from the side? Or upside down? That might be kind of cute. We could move her to the corner. Something like that. We could have it where she kind of peeks in from the corner and moves over to the side a little bit. So it would look like she was kind of checking things out. I don't know though, I'll be honest with you, I kind of prefer the rotation where she looks more like that. Maggie's one of the more photogenic of the lot. I kind of like the idea of a quick peek, you know, where she just kind of goes, you know, a real quick animation. Just a little like, anyone here? Nope, okay, and then gone. We could do that. We could do it from the top. It's invert Miss Maggledy Waggledy. Yes, Miss Magsy Wags, you're going to get inverted. That's 0. That should be a quick little inversion. It kind of looks like she's looking at the screen. So it'll be like... Alright, that'll work. It'll just be one of those subtle little things that comes in. As a surprise! We don't need 15 seconds on this animation. This is a 15-second animation. We really only need her in frame for about 5. So let's take... Let's go to the beginning. We're going to set her position here. We're going to add the stopwatch. The stopwatch tells Premiere that we want this to be, we want to use keyframes. Alright, so now we're going to skip ahead. We're going to go, say about 3 seconds. No, let's do 2.5. 2 seconds and 15 frames. We'll add another keyframe. She'll be up there for about 30 seconds. Well, you know what I mean. A half a second. So now we're gonna skip ahead to, there we go. Gonna add another keyframe. We're gonna go to 5 seconds. And she'll be out of frame in 5 seconds. That's going to be the end of our sequence here. So we're chopping that in there. We're adding a keyframe. Alright. Alright, so Maggie is nowhere to be seen. Nowhere to be seen. She's going to do a very quick peek. And then we want her to disappear. I want her only there long enough for people to go, wait, did I just see a cat? Alright, so Maggie not here. Quick peek there. 8, 8. This is going to be 8. So we want these two keyframes to match. This is 108.0, 108.0. The next keyframe, she is going to be completely out of frame. So now let's back up to the beginning of the clip and play. So that was cute. Let's play it again. She peeks in quick and disappears slow. Peeks in quick and disappears slow. We could make her disappear faster by moving this keyframe up a little bit. Let's try that. That'll work. That's very cute. Something subtle. It's 5 seconds long, but only we could really just shorten that down to around 3. Because she doesn't even start coming into frame until, or coming into view into frame 2 seconds and 15 frames in. And then she disappears here, so we could actually do that in 3 seconds. That'd be a lot shorter. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. Nothing. This is where she starts coming in. We're gonna mark this as our beginning of our video clip. We'll play. Yeah, let's go to the out. Yeah, that's very short. Okay. So we're going to save this as Maggie Peeks Down. We're going to export the media. So File, Export, Media. What are we gonna name this? We're gonna name this Maggie Peeks Down. Because we're creative. It's going to be in QuickTime format. We do not have any audio. That does not need to be there. Video needs to be animation presets. Go down here. Let's go 8 bits per channel and alpha. Render maximum depth. There we go. And now it should render this to my folder. Let's go into videos. Transparent. Maggie Peeks Down. Yep, been getting errors when I try to play it with this. That's fine. Now let's copy this to our streaming computer. It's going to go in video, alerts, paste. Now we're going to go into our alerts. Gonna find the Maggie Peeks. Gonna delete that. And we're gonna add a new one. It's a media source. We're gonna name it. Maggie Peeks Down, so I'll know exactly what the hell it is. It's a local file. Use hardware acceleration restart when queued. Show nothing when playback ends. And Maggie Peeks Down. All right. How was that? Let's trigger it again. Yeah. I like it. It's rather cute. So now let's go into our Stream Deck and we will set up we just have a command for that. So that you can see this, I need to turn on my window capture. And we're gonna go here, Stream Deck, we're gonna make it big. We're gonna add one here. We're gonna call this there we go. This is gonna be multiple actions. Trying to find it. I don't need all that crap. Get out of the way. I don't know why I installed all this crap. We don't need Discord. We don't need OBS tools. There we go. Don't need voice mod. We need multiple actions. I don't know why I can't find it. Gotta be kidding me. Why am I not seeing the multiple actions? Okay, it's OBS Studio. That's Soundboard, Stream Deck. I don't even use Streamlabs. I don't know why that's there. System. Twitter. I don't have a control center. Stream Deck multi-action. Okay, so what the heck? See, it's not showing in the list. Weird. Alright. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna tell it to show the source. This is gonna be alerts. And then I want you to toggle the alert Maggie Peaks. And we're gonna go peak. See, there it is, multi-action. So why was it not showing? Right there. Take care of peak. Alright. Multi-action's gonna go right in here. We're gonna call it Maggie Peak. Or we're just gonna say peak. And the first thing that that's going to do is it's gonna go into OBS. And it's gonna drop a source. And it's going to say in the alerts nested scene, toggle Maggie Peaks active, and I want you to delay for 3 seconds, 3,000 milliseconds, and then I want you to take that source Maggie Peaks, and I want you to turn it off again. There. So turn it on, wait 3 seconds, turn it off. Now. We're going to trigger it and see what happens. Here we go. Let me move this window out of my way where I can see it. Okay. Quick Maggie Peak and gone. She seems a little big. Well, I guess she's about the same size as her sis. Nice. That'll work. Okay. So that's how we make Maggie Peak. This one we're going to delete. We no longer need Maggie Peaks and bottom transparent. Sneaker speech bubble. We've got this. And let's save this project and close it. Now I was working on something I was calling jagged slides. But I was struggling because I couldn't make it look good. It comes together in the middle for a second and it looks fine. But it's the separation that looks kind of... See, I was thinking with the jagged slides we could make it look better, but I'm just... I don't know, it just doesn't fit. It doesn't seem to match for me. I like the speed that the bottom left quadrant disappears or slides out of view. I guess if I could make the bottom left and the top right slide out faster, that would work. All right, so what's our speed of departure here on this one? $25.14. Yeah, see, the top right and the bottom left need to slide out faster. One of the ways we can do that is by editing that value right there. There we go. And... oh shit. Let's go here. And we'll make that 50,000. Okay, and now when it gets to here, everything's together, and when it gets here, it's not. Let's make that 50,000 again. So now, let's take it back to the beginning and see how it looks. Whoa! That was too quick. Holy cow. That was very quick. Let's make that 25,000. Wow, look at that. Zip, zip. That's a quick. Yeah, I don't know about that one. $2,500. Let's make that 2,500. Let's go back to the beginning and play it. I don't think I'm ever going to be happy with that one. What I could do... I think I might like it better if it was smaller chunks. You know? Let's close that one. No, don't save any changes. I'm not happy with that. There was one I was working on. Where is it? I'll change scenes real quick and that should toggle it. Yeah, see? Not a big fan of that one. let's use this one. The biggest challenge I have with this is cutting it apart and reassembling it seamlessly in Premiere. Cutting it apart's not a problem. Reassembling all the shit afterwards, that's the problem. So I could make everything a fixed size. I had a thought earlier, and that thought was that we would had a migraine earlier and I'm dehydrated. My thought was that I could take this logo and cut it into pieces and have it fly into place to cover the scene change like it's a brick wall being assembled. Hold it for a second and then fly back apart again. That would look really sweet and really cool, but that's a lot of pieces to cut this thing apart into. So I guess one of the ways that we would start is we would start with saying, give me something that is a full width. So 1920, and if it's 1080 tall, 540, that would give us half. Let's see, there we go. So we say edit, cut, we go make a new one, file, transparent, good. We're gonna call this logo top half. We paste. Now let's go back here and we go edit, undo, select, invert, edit, cut, file, new. We call this one, guess what it is, logo bottom half. Hair either on me, on my glasses, or on the microphone, and the cats love to play with the microphone when I'm not using it, by the way. Logo bottom half. Transparent. Control V. Great, so now we have our top half of our logo and our bottom half. Okay. Undo this and leave it alone for now. Cat hairs. Now we just need to cut this apart into pieces. So we could be really sneaky about this and say instead of being 540, I want you to be 270, which is a quarter. So now we can say control or edit cut, file new, logo, top, bunk. Now we're going to undo this, select invert, edit cut, file new, top, middle, bunk. So now we have top, middle. Let's go to the bottom half. We're going to rinse and repeat, do the same thing. Fix size. Control X, which is cut. File new. Logo. Bottom, middle. There we go. Create, Control V, done. So the bottom half, let's Control Z, which is undo. Select, invert, edit, cut. Make a new one. Logo. Bottom. There we are. Create. Boom. Nice. So we have top, middle, bottom, bottom. So now we have a logo cut into 4 equal pieces. Oh, Milky's asleep. And we can easily reassemble those 4. You've already seen that graphic when I change scenes. We could cut each one of these in half, and then we would have 8 chunks. Just trying to visualize 8 chunks. Let's try something here. We have 270 for the height, and the width needs to be in half. So 1920, my math is not working so good today. 950 would give me 19, so 960? 960 should be about half of that. Look at that. Okay. So top. Logo. Top, left. Actually, let's go top, left. Let's go back to the top. Edit, undo, cut, select, invert, edit, cut, file, new. Logo, top, middle, left, or left, middle. Yeah, there we go. So now we have the top cut into 2. Let's go into Premiere and just try something for Shiggles. I'm going to say 8 section. Export these as images. So we're going to go logo top middle. We're going to say file, export. This is where things can get very messy on a hard drive very quickly. So we're going to name this logo transitions. This one's going to be a new folder called 8 quads. Okay, logo top left, ping. Got it. Logo top. We're gonna call this one top left. This would be top right. can go into Premiere. We're going to import pictures, logo 8s, grab them both, chew on them, do your thing, top right, drop. Let's go into our sequence settings first and foremost. Needs to be 30 frames a second. This needs to be 1920 by 1080. We're groovy. We hit tab a few million times. Yes, redo your previews. Por favor. Okay, now we're gonna make this 3 seconds long. 3, done. Zoom in, make this bigger. Excellent. Now we take this guy and we're gonna move his position. He's gonna be moved to tippy top. See, this is where we struggle because it's really hard to tell when you're at the very tippy top. And we need to get the left and right correct. There used to be a way that you could render this on another monitor. I'm trying to remember how I did that before. Playback? Yes, we can do that. Okay, so the problem is knowing which monitor is which. Let's figure it out. Let's go into Windows. And it keeps moving this monitor over every bloody time. So 1 is top left, 2 is bottom left. So we want monitor 2 for this guy. Nice. That makes it a little easier. That looks right to me. Got it. Now let's take this guy right here and drag him on top. Same deal. Now we're gonna adjust his horizontal. Aw, bug me. Click the appropriate image first, Dippy. Now we're gonna take him. That looks good. And it looks like might be okay with that. So what I typically like to do is have the, there we go. We're going to set a keyframe here. Position and scale. And then we're going to go ahead one more second. To add another keyframe for both. And now we're going to go to the end of that segment and add keyframes for both. Go back to the beginning and add keyframes for both. Reason for 4 sets of keyframes is because in the middle too we want everything to be together and fully assembled and completely covering the transition happening in the background. In the beginning keyframes, that's where the chunks slide out of position. So now what we're going to do is we're going to jump, we're going to go right the same deal. We're going to go to the bottom of this middle piece here. We're going to make sure in beginning sequence, we're going to say I need a keyframe for position and scale. We're going to go to the ends. I need keyframes for position and scale. Up in here, we're going to cheat. Going to bump, click back on this piece, set our keyframes. Back at the top, skip ahead, click on the bottom, add our keyframes. Okay, so for the middle 1 second of video, they will be completely assembled. This is the top left. This is where we're going to adjust this keyframe, and we're going to say here, I want you to be further out of the way. Like right about there. And as the film, or as the video progresses, it slides in, see? So what I typically do is whatever value is in the beginning of the sequence, I put at the end of the sequence. So negative 459. So I'm going to jump. Negative 459. So now, illustration, slides in, slides out. Pretty cool. Now we go over here. Do the same thing with this guy. Let's adjust until she is just about the equal distance out of frame. Looks pretty good so far. Close enough for what we're doing. So that's 2388. Now we're going to jump ahead. 2388, 2388. So now they should slide together and slide apart. Nice. Now we only have to do that 4 more times. And that's why it's a pain in the ass. Okay, so that's top, left, middle. There we go. So now we need the bottom. Let's do top. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, guess where we screwed up. No, we didn't screw up. That's right. We need to work on the top middles now. Yeah, that'll work.
The lights were on, and I thought you might be home. I wasn't sure.
Alright, so now we need to go to the next level down. Which would be top middle. So let's Control X that. File new. So we're going to call this top, middle, left. Oops. Logo, top, middle, left. Create. Boom. Done. Now let's go back to top, middle. Let's undo our cut. Let's select invert. Edit. Cut. File. New. It's going to be logo, top, middle, right. There we go, top, middle, right. Let's drop this thing in there. We're going to export both of these to PNGs. Top, middle, left. Done. Top, middle, right. So now let's go back to Premiere. Before we screw anything up, we're going to save. Going to import 2 new ones. Top, middle, left, top, middle, right. Import them both. Ka-chunk. And do the top, middle, left first. Got it. And then top, middle, right, up top. Okay. So top, middle, left. Let's move you. Top, middle, right. Let's move you. Let's move you up. Something's wrong. Now I'll take this guy. Need to move you this way. And now let's do our vertical. Something's wrong. You can see that, right? Okay. All right. That's our middle section where it's fully assembled. So we're going to go down here. We're going to jump to our keyframe where... Wait. What? $481. What the heck? Something's wrong. They should not be separating. Premiere did this to me earlier tonight. What the hell? 481 and 134. See the numbers are matching up, but they're clearly not in the same position. Okay, 459, 481, 134, 481, 134. Yeah, see, they should be together. What the heck is going on? Tell me I'm tripping here. The numbers aren't changing in the middle. What the hell is going on? Alright. This keyframe has 1438. 1438. God, I swear Premiere can be so fucky. Alright, we're going to add keyframes for position and scale, just in case I shrink shit later. We're going to go to the top one, do the same thing. Keyframes for position and scale. Going to go here, go to the previous keyframe, go here, keyframes, here, keyframes. Back down to there. This is the beginning of the sequence. Positions or keyframes for both. Keyframes for both. Now just for sanity checks, we're good. Now we're going to go to the end of the sequence. Bottom one has our keyframes. Next one up has our keyframes. Next one up does not. We're adding them now. Next one up does not. We are adding them now. Got it. Okay. Alright. So now, if we go to the middle, everything's fully assembled. Looks pretty good. I think there's some disjointedness with the top left section. So we're going to play a little hell with the up and down. Yeah, see, something's screwy. Something is screwy. Looks fine there. 136, 134. Thank you. Yeah, see, this is... $47.10, $481. $471, $136. Yeah, see, even though they're the same, it's not working right. So let's go. Come on, gimme, gimme, gimme. Hey, Sneaker Sneaks. How you doing, baby? 478, maybe? Yeah, 478 works. Got it. Now, top middle. Something is fucky. The lines are not matching up. It may be... What, baby? What's going on, sweetie? What's going on with my sneakers? You tired? Bet he's tired. Hey, Mateos. It's my sneaker Teos. Yeah, it's my sneakers. Tay loves the sneakers. Yes, I do. I love my sneakers. 479. Let's see, something's... When I get the flames to line up, the circle doesn't... Oh, wait. Oh, shit. We had it, too. Hey, we got it. We got it, sneakers. 478. So now this guy right here needs to be 478. 478. With our height the same, 406. 406. Got it. Nice, nice, nice. So now we're gonna go here. 470. Oh shit, what were the numbers? 478 and 406. 478 and 406. 478. 406. Okay. And now this guy. 478 and 406. 478. 406. What are you doing, baby? What's going on, sneakers? You want pets? You want pets? You want pets? Okay, I'll give you pets. She does this when she wants attention. She's like, pet me, human. Cover your starfish. We don't want to see your starfish. Thank you. Nobody wants to see your butthole. No one wants to see your butthole. Nope. One asshole on camera's enough. Thank you. Yes, we got one asshole on camera. That's enough. Uh-huh. Now, see, if you look at this, you can see the two images are not lined up. That should be lined up right there. God damn it. There. Okay. What we could actually do is we could delay the middle section so they don't move quite as fast. So let's get the top middle right set the way it needs to be as well. I don't think it's moving. 4-0. They are moving. It's slowly crawling up and down. Look at that shit. Okay. So it needs to be 405. No, it needs to be 4050. 405. Oh, something's wrong. $406 maybe? Yep, 406. So 406. And you're gonna be 406. Guess what? You're gonna be 406. Got it. So now I think what we're gonna do with these two guys is we're gonna delay their separation. these to be about halfway open before these start moving. So we're going to add, on the top middle left, we're going to add keyframes for both. There we go. We're going to do the same thing over here on this one too. I'm going to add keyframes. Nice. And when these guys get to the ends, I want them to also be right there. 24, 340. $24, $3.40. Yeah, something's wrong. 2432. So 2432. That'll work. They snap close first. That'll work. We can make that work. Negative 515. Negative 515. Alright, so now let's go back to beginning and play our animation. Yeah. We can make that work. It's a little faster than what I like. It actually might be better if the top ones moved faster. That's the ones we just worked on, right? With the bunny? Nope. What's the next two victims? I gotta be honest with you, I'm way too tired to keep going with this. So we're going to call that